Okay, y'all, we were waiting for this day to see. Everybody has been waiting to see who Papoose was going to spend Valentine's Day with. And Clarissa won hands down. Okay, y'all? She won hands down. And I'm going to tell y'all this is either one thing or the other. And we about to talk about both of them. But we are going to talk about Clarissa Shields' Day, her Valentine's Day. And we're going to talk about Remy as well. Okay, y'all? So let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes, and fours. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not. And the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Everybody was waiting to see who Papoose was going to spend his holiday with, especially after the Christmas disaster. Okay, y'all? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. He made up. I gotta hand it to him. He made up this time. Now, a lot of people are saying he should have been doing this. He should have been doing that. Only thing that I can say that he should have been doing, that should have been a part of this whole situation, is signing papers. If you truly, truly love this woman, sign them papers, y'all. Get out of that, contractual agreement that you have with your wife. If you love this woman so much, why ain't that a priority? That's my thing, okay, y'all? But he did it big, y'all. He did it big. She spent her morning, with her friends and her husband and, Papoose, I guess, because, her best friend got up and made breakfast for everybody and this and that and that and this. I didn't see Papoose there, but she said that she fed Papoose too. And she talked about that earlier in the day. And then later in the day, she went and she got her nails done at the shop. And a lot of people talked about her about that. They were like, why didn't she ask somebody to come to her house? Why is she in a dusty nail shop getting her nails done? And, everybody got something to say about every little thing. But anyway, she went to get her nails done. Sometimes people want to just feel normal. They want to, even if they have money, they want to move around. Didn't y'all just see recently Rihanna was out shopping in a grocery store? You think she couldn't get somebody to bring her some groceries? But she went in there to go pick out her own groceries. And everybody was talking about she was dressed up to go grocery shopping. Y'all, come on now. Celebrities want to, be normal too sometime, okay? She went to the nail shop with her friends and got her nails done, like I said, and she got her eyebrows done too. And as you can see, one is darker than the other and thicker than the other one. So the lady kind of messed her up a little bit, okay? And the crazy part, she was doing a good job until her friend, Clarissa friend said that, she's a celebrity and she's, the best boxer in the world and this and that, and pulled the phone out and started showing it. And that lady looked like she messed her eyebrows up on purpose. I'm just going to say that. I have to throw it out there. But y'all can see one side looks way darker than the other, thicker than the other, everything. But to me, it seemed like she could have possibly did this on purpose. Okay? But, maybe it was a mistake. Maybe she was new to doing it. I don't know. Okay, y'all? But she did do that. She received this beautiful bouquet of flowers from, her man. She received these from him. Papoose was doing his thing. She also received some jewelry and stuff, some Louis Vuitton jewelry, little bracelets and stuff like that. She was showing off her goodies. I guess that's what she got. I don't know. Was she showing her nails off of the bracelet? But she kept dangling the bracelets and stuff. She received her big box of candy and stuff like that. But she kept dangling the bracelets off, so I thought maybe that's what he bought her. Okay, he can't spend too much money because he ain't got that much money. Whatever that he get through her. And he can't keep buying her really, really expensive gift. All that money gonna be going back out the bank account that he's trying to build up. You know what I'm saying? I think she would have been happier with them papers. I'm just saying, y'all. He had her name all in the sky. Clarissa, Papoose loves you. Happy Valentine's Day. I thought this was really, really sweet to do. He set her up at the beach, a whole little setup, like a little tent and whatever you want to call it. Not a tent, but, a little shedingy that they can sit up under. And he had, little goodies, food, all that stuff. I mean, he did it big for her. He really, really did, and showed her that I love you. You know, this is what he was trying to put out there. And it was nice. I think it was really nice. I think it was, you know, well thought out to even have her name up there in the sky. But I think if you want to prove to her that you love her and you really, really want to be with her the rest of her life or whatever, whatever, if you're a married person and you're with somebody else and there you are considered, this person is considered a side chick now. You got to get that off of her name. If you care about her like that, you have to get that off her name. If you are a man and you are married to somebody and you done moved on with somebody, then show her through that, you know, that you're trying to detach yourself from that wife. If you are a female that's dating somebody and you're still married, get that paperwork done. That's the main thing that you have to do. Don't nobody want to be walking around with somebody that's married. It looks bad. It really, really does. And you got to wonder, who is the person that's holding up that paperwork? Is it him or is it Remy? Remy is doing all of these videos and all of this stuff saying that, you know, people are asking her about, you know, their situation, and she's saying that it's beautiful and this and that is beautiful. We get along good, and I'm easy to get along with. I take care of my daughter. I do everything. You know, she got that deep voice. I do everything and this and that and that. And if everything is so peaches and cream, then why can't you all both agree on separating from each other so he can move on and you can move on? Why are y'all still attached at the hip, but he's out splurging on her? It makes no sense, y'all. It doesn't. But he did try to prove his love today because he know that Clarissa loves being online, and you know everybody is saying she's stupid and this and that and this. So he had to prove something to her today. But the main proof that you have to prove is you want to separate yourself from your wife. And ain't nothing like that paperwork. You could have took away all of this stuff. And I'm going to ask y'all ladies, if you're dating somebody, I know most people on my page, like, I ain't about to be tied up with no married man. But if you were in a relationship with somebody and they were saying that they wanted to be out of a relationship with somebody, if Valentine's came up, ask yourself this question. If this person did all the stuff that he did, if you took all of that away, and he propped down that paperwork saying that the divorce is final, which one would you have preferred if you all are planning on building any kind of future together? Which gift would you have preferred so that you can move on? Either them divorce papers or your name in the sky and a setup on the beach. Which one would you all have preferred? Why isn't that important to either one of them? Why isn't Clarissa Shields pushing for that? It makes no sense, y'all. It makes no sense. And why isn't Papoose pushing for that? If you want to be looked at as a good man because you want the world to see you as a good man, that you stood by Remy and this and that and that and this, and then the truth come out that that was all Remy's money and you were just handling the business while she was locked up. You was running to see her because you ain't had no job. You was going to see her every day because you had nothing else to do. You're not working or anything. And then if she get out of jail and if somebody flirt with you in your DM and then you leave your wife that you were sitting up there running back forward to the jail for, it still makes you look bad, Papoose. You know, and we don't know really everything because a lot of people feel like Remy treated him like crap. A lot of people feel like she always disrespected him. He was beneath her, the way she treated him. He was always in the back. He was never in the forefront or on her side. She always, you know, treated him not as an equal. And a lot of people say that this is why he's clinging to Clarissa, because Clarissa treats him as an equal. Even though she's the money maker, you know what I'm saying? She still gives him that respect and treats him equal. And it's a whole different world than what he was used to. And I'm going to say this. If this situation is a setup and they're just using her for whatever, ever, this could backfire easily. He could turn around and feel like, I'm in a better position with Clarissa than her. She treats me better. She spoils me. You know, my name, his name is ringing out here all over the place with Clarissa. It wasn't with Remy. Remy's name was ringing. He was in the back. But now he's in the spotlight all the time. He then went from not even wanting to be on social media to being on social media all the time, getting comfortable with it. So, this could backfire if that's the case. Okay. Now, another situation is, and this is with teddy bears, and he had food and all of that stuff, and the pillows set up. It was really, really beautiful. I'm just going to be completely honest. It was beautiful. But a lot of people are not buying it. A lot of people are thinking that he told Remy to back off. You're going to mess up our plans. This is what people are thinking. Now, I don't know which way or the other, y'all, but I do know he spent, his Valentine's Day with Clarissa. There's not a Remy in sight. Now, only how he spent some time with Remy is while she was getting her nails done, but ain't that out of town because they don't live in the same city and state. So I don't think he was with no Remy. Now, there are rumors going around that he got a side chick on Clarissa too. Now, could she be in the same city and state with him? I don't know. But everybody's watching him and he knows this. All eyes is on him. So if it was true that he had another side chick on the side, because Remy put it out there too, that he is cheating on Clarissa. There's a lot of bloggers putting it out there that he's cheating on Clarissa. But I don't see no receipts yet. I haven't seen another woman's picture or anything like that. And this picture would be everywhere if he was out sneaking around with somebody else. It would be everywhere. So I'm not believing it yet. I don't believe it. But, it is what it is. He could be just real slick with what he's doing and make sure just go see her and, you know what I'm saying, not being out in the public with this person. That could be a possibility. We got some sneaky ones out here that'll do it. But a lot of people feel like he had a discussion with Remy and told her to back off. You're going to mess up everything that we have planned. How's we going to get these bills paid if you run around here putting up videos showing your ring and all of this stuff, putting your ring back on and all of that? And like I told y'all before, Remy could have been trolling. She could have been putting that ring on just to start up some mess. But how do you take away the fact that they were at this fur place, that store, at the same time as you hear him in the background, and she clearly got a new fur coat on, okay, y'all? And you're at the shop with her. The guy that owns the store posted y'all up on his page. That both of you all were there at the same time. How do you lie your way out of that one? That's the part that I don't understand. And if you are buying, Remy fur coats, of course she ain't gonna mess that up. Of course she's not. And then people were like, that video was old. Even if it was old, it was posted up while he was out of town where Remy was at. So it still got people talking, and it was put out there to pee Clarissa off. Now, Remy done backed off. You don't hear Remy saying nothing anymore about that situation. And I'm going to tell y'all this. I've been watching Remy a little bit, and I've been seeing a sadness in her. Yeah, you see her doing videos and posting up stuff, talking about stupid stuff. It don't even make sense, the little stuff that she's posting up now. And it's like she's sad right now. It feels as if she's accepting that she done lost him. And people are saying she don't care, she don't this. If she didn't care, that video wouldn't have got posted up while he was out of town, in the same city and state where she's at. That wouldn't have got put up there. So she cares. And I think that it ain't the fact that she want him back so bad. I think she want to prove that she can take him from Clarissa. And he's not letting her do that. Not now. She has a pause session coming up. And I was wondering, because I'm going to be right there in front and center watching this pause session. But I was wondering, was he going to let Clarissa down for Valentine's Day right before her pause session? And he didn't do that. So it's something going on behind closed doors. Either he's telling Remy to back off, but he ain't telling her to sign the papers, which don't make no sense, because if y'all getting along, why can't y'all agree on signing the papers? Remy said she'll pay for the divorce. And I'm sure Clarissa would pay for the divorce too. So why ain't it happening? You got to ask yourself this question. If two people that married each other and was married that long won't sign the papers, somebody is holding it up, if not both. If not both. And now she just mysteriously just backed off. She ain't posting up, and ain't nobody else posting up this stuff. And I'm going to ask you this question. When he get ready to go visit his daughter, are some most mysterious post going to come back up again? Is this the game that Remy is playing? Because I said this. I said the fact that Remy is posting up this stuff, or somebody, or letting somebody else post up her old videos, if that's the case. Because people's like, this old. Yeah, it's old, but why is it coming out now? If somebody else, she is allowing them to put this up and this and that and this, because she could easily shut that page down and say, this is not even my page. Somebody put this up. She never did. Which tells me she's behind that page. Something is going on behind closed doors. And I still feel that Clarissa better watch her back. Because Remy didn't mysteriously, she didn't backed off, y'all. She really has. I ain't seeing her wearing her ring anymore. She done took that back off. She ain't wearing her ring no more because she had started back wearing her wedding ring. I think he is telling, if he is still something, if he is getting along with Remy and they didn't decided on, the baby and the visits and the this and the that and the that and the that, why can't they get along and come to a conclusion of signing those papers together? This is what Clarissa has to pay attention to. All of this prancing around on social media, letting the world know that, oh, he loves you and smoochy, smoochy, smoochy. That means nothing, Clarissa, if he don't sign those papers and if Remy don't sign those papers. And I said this, what woman wants to run around and put her ring back on when her man is clearly moving on? If Remy had it like that, and a lot of people saying, oh, Remy could get him back if she wanted him. If Remy had it like that and her money was up and her channels, her network was doing so good, you don't think that Papoose will just go and drop Clarissa and go back? Clearly, Clarissa is making more money than Remy now. Clearly, it's smoochy, smoochy, smoochy. Everybody was just going at Clarissa yesterday. They was going at her, talking about, he ain't do this and he ain't do that. Why he ain't take you to the hotel? She can't even do anything now. She has clearly said that. If you are a professional boxer or a boxer and you got a pole session coming up, you can't mingle tingle. It takes your energy away. And she could lose a fight. So putting her out there on the beach and this and that and this and not getting too romantic about the stuff, that was a good thing. This situation is going to go on and people are going to still keep continuing to talk about this until that divorce. That divorce is up, y'all. People going to continue it. They keep comparing, oh, Remy looks better and this and that. I want you to go back to Remy old days, y'all. If you go back to Remy old days, she looked just like Clarissa. What's the difference? The scar over her lip. They look just alike. The hair look alike. The face look alike. They both got money. They both didn't fix themselves up. Everybody's talking, oh, she looks better and she looks better and this and that. That doesn't matter. It don't matter. They both was dusty and they didn't fix themselves up. Both of them. And the only way that Clarissa Shields in this whole situation is going to stay out of the mouth of everybody is he go and get that divorce. Make that a priority. Or nobody's going to fall for any of this mess. Because everybody is still going to feel like he is using her to pay off Remy bills, him and Remy bills, because the word on the street, they got down bad, y'all, to the fact that they were about to lose their house. And he went out and made a way for them to keep the things that they have. Word on the street. The word is Remy is not making that much money through those networks. She has so many people she has to pay. Now, people are on the payroll. Only person Clarissa Shields has to pay is do cash her check and put it in the bank. Remy has to break bread with a lot of people with that network that she has. She got a lot of employees now. So she ain't making money like she was when she first came out and got a deal and all of that stuff. She's not. So all I can say is stay tuned. And, congratulations. He finally spent the holiday with you without any drama. But if you really want to put a smile on this woman's face, and if you really, really love this woman, you will make sure that divorce is final. And ain't no excuses. She won't sign. I won't sign. I ain't got the money. This and that and this. No. If you got money to put her name in lights and all of this stuff in the sky and say, I love you. If you got money to set up the beach. If you got money to buy bracelets. You got money to get a lawyer and push that paperwork. And show everybody in this situation that this is a woman you want to be with. Show her family and shut them up because they saying the same thing. He's using you. Show her fans, his fans, this is who you want to be with. Show your wife you have moved on. And it's time to cut those ties. And as long as you're not pushing for that, you want to still be attached to your wife. Just like if a woman, she's in a new relationship and she's married, and y'all ain't pushing for this divorce, somebody's holding it up. Either you're holding it up or your husband is holding it up. And ask yourself why. If you and your husband don't get along no more, but y'all sharing a child or this and that and this, what's holding up the divorce? If he done moved on and you didn't call yourself moved on, it should be an easy process. Sign the papers and go about your business. What's the hold up? That's the question of the day. What is the hold up, Papoose? And you're out here looking like you're full of shitica. Because everything in your world is so important than that. Even your daughter. This is confusing for her. You have a daughter by Remy that's growing up. Make an example. If mommy and daddy don't get along no more, mommy and daddy have moved on, she's dating somebody else, you're dating somebody else, mommy and daddy don't supposed to be still married. That's confusing for that child that y'all are still married. That makes that child want for you all to get back together. That makes that child feel like there's still hope for her parents to get back together. But if you have completely moved on, that child can move on. She can accept that you're with somebody else. You can go on and marry Clarissa and she can come around Clarissa because this is your new wife. But now, Clarissa is not even to be around his daughter. His other daughter, but not Remy's daughter. Why? Why? Is this just to hold up the excuse so when y'all go to the gatherings together, y'all still married? Clarissa is not invited because your wife or your daughter is going to be there? Is that the excuse? So she can't be invited? That's what it looks like. You doing all of this to prove to the world that you love this woman don't mean shitica. If you don't stand on business, because this is what you want the world to feel like. Papoose stands on business. Papoose gets her deals. Papoose writes Remy songs. Papoose stands by his woman when she goes to prison. Papoose. This is what you want people to think, that you are the man of the decade, when you won't go ahead and get this divorce done. Make it make sense. You ain't man enough to get a divorce and move on. You are making her look bad, not the world. You are. And then you sit back and say, oh, don't listen to these people online. Don't listen to this. Don't listen to that. When you are the culprit, you are the one that's making her look the way you're making her look. You are. That's AI. That's this. You won't have to tell her that's AI. You won't have to do all of this explaining, because she'll know in her heart you loves her if you are taking care of business. That's what taking care of business is, Papoose. And it is what it is. But anyway, congratulations to Clarissa. She finally got to spend time with Papoose on a holiday without sharing it with Remy. Allegedly. Okay, y'all? So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe if you like the video. And thank you all so much for watching. Peace.